My grandfather gave me my name. He was a high school graduate, but he taught himself Latin. And I was born the ninth children of one of his sons, the ninth child, if you will. And Alma is the name he gave me. I have no middle name. So I'm an abstract expressionist artist. And I still gulp when I say that. I started late in life, after years of as a careerist in healthcare. And I was influenced by a visitation from my deceased father. And he instructed me to pick up a paintbrush and paint with left hand as he painted. I'm right-handed. And I did just that. After some coercing, I had no vision of me as an artist, but that's what happened, and that's what has driven me: his presence, his voice, and honoring his memory. It has meant that every time I step up to a canvas, first of all, the room must be absolutely quiet. There's no music. There's me, the paints and all of that stuff, but nothing else. But when I step up to the canvas, I am listening and I am waiting for instruction. And so I can't tell you the moment it comes, but I can tell you when I am painting, I can feel my father's presence. I never in my life saw any work that he did. He was actually a hyper-realist portraitist. And I heard my family talk about him many years. And I accepted that at the time that I was born, he stopped painting throughout all his works and began a job that helped provide for his family. So I accepted that as the family history and the sacrifice that he made. I am sort of painting my way through life. So I have 7+ decades of experience to get on canvas in less than 7.5 decades to do it. And so I am pulling from memories, pulling from what I want to be a part of my legacy, and trying to get them on canvases and other surfaces that I choose to paint on as fast as I can. I knew, unlike some of other paintings, that it was complete. That is a big deal. I started out because I wanted to use what is technically known as negative space, which is open space, not filled up with other layers and stuff. I wanted to paint a painting that was featuring negative space. It ended up being almost an autobiographical piece. The star, the falling, not fallen, the falling body really represents me at the age that I am. I'm descending in years that I have left in this life. The crescent moon, which was once part of a full moon, is now a sliver of a moon, but it is still existing in a vibrant environment. Yellows and blues are part of this painting, which suggests that this individual, because circles will always be a humanity to me, is still thriving. And that is the message that I convey through this piece, that I am in my descent. I've got things to share, things to learn, and things to paint. I think about that a lot. Here's why. My father stopped painting, I said it when I was 3 years old, and he lived until I was 37. And in those years that I never thought to give him back a sketchbook, something as simple as a sketchbook. I knew the story, I had never seen it. If I could have given him a sketchbook and had him in his retired years paint, I would pay $1 million. And because then I would have what Erasto was just talking about, something to look back to remind me of the importance of him in my life and his creative capabilities. So I paint to try to say, Papa, here's the best I can give you, is my work. I saw the pride he had in his family, and that supplanted, if you will, in his heart, what he gave up. His children went on to have PhDs. He was able to provide health care because he got a government job. And the pride he would write out a check, for $122.50 to send me off to Morgan State University. I'll never forget it. And so I know that he healed his heart and made amends by being the best father you can imagine. And
Go ahead, no.
You gotta give me a minute here.
No apologies.
Wow, I hadn't envisioned going.
No, please.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Truth and vulnerability is a gift, I think, because it allows other people to live in their vulnerability.
Yes.
I think, like for me, like I will talk about it after we're done, but yeah, I think vulnerability. When you get to a place of vulnerability, nothing has you. You know what I mean? So, all right. You told us who your influences and but besides your dad, like who else has influenced you?
Yes. So I've had mentors and I've had people who artists who influence my work. And so the mentors were folks like Larry Pancho Brown, Jose Mabley, and Danny Simmons. They are artists in their own right, but they have mentored me. They've told me, here's where you go to get this type of supply. Here's where you go to get make sure you get your G-clays done of each of your work. So that kind of teaching and mentoring. Now, artist Alma Thomas is what I would say was an influence, not because of her style so much, even though she was an abstractionist, but because she began her career after having been a successful teacher. She began her career late in life. And I looked to her, to how she made that transition, and in fact, went on to be quite renowned. Then there's Jack Whitten. He teaches me, he has taught me, looking at his work, listening to him talk, he's now gone, about using mixed media effectively, layering, found objects, all of those things appear in his work. And I would say the most influence is from Norman Lewis, abstractionist as well. It would say, Alma, you're not painting me because you want to sell me, and you're not painting me because you want to exhibit me. You are painting me because you have a message to get onto canvas. You have a legacy to leave, the lessons that you have learned for others following you. And that's what it would say.
I love it. And delving into our host today, Dr. Wright, what would you say about her collection, her attention to artists? Because I think she has a great attention to artists.
So grateful for her, whether she had picked me or not. I have had a chance to be here before and to see this amazing collection that she has in honoring Black artists. And so I am deeply grateful for that. I'm happy to be someone she has identified to sort of mentor. I call this mentoring. It's an opportunity to present my work to folks that she knows and respects. And really just to thank her for her deep commitment to the arts.